Welcome to another AriasWave update. So in this video, we're going to finally piece together what's going on in the crypto market. And the one thing that gave me the clue in the end was Litecoin. So very interestingly, this has taken a lot of videos to get here, but it all started with the whole Tron XRP scenario and also with how we're expecting a move up in Tron to $1.50. Okay, so we had all this information up until now, but using I understand that we've covered the markets, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, etc., 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 right? But there is always that question remaining: how is Bitcoin going to create the waves that's going to get those altcoins where they're going? Okay, so yes, I do think Bitcoin's going to crash. I do think altcoins are going to crash, but there is still some upside left, and my job is to try and understand what is that upside that's left. Okay, and I believe I have the answer now. I believe Litecoin has been the one to basically answer that question, and it's perfect timing for this video, and I'll get into it right now. Okay, so I do believe very strongly that this is a B wave here, the 2017 high. And then you had a C wave. All right, there is no doubt in my mind that's a C wave, which means there is one wave left in this move to the upside, and it's a D wave. Okay, the D wave is the one that gave me all the clues. So when I say it gave me all the clues, basically what I mean by that is, if you have a look at so you got the A wave in brackets, and then within B wave you get your 5 waves as well. So you've had your very clear 3-wave move down. That's A. That's one wave. And then you've had your B and your C. Right? Sorry, I mislabeled that. Let me just change that. There we go. Right. So then we need D. And I realize now that the D was actually expanded to the upside. Okay. So this is a critical component of the analysis right now, because I'm going to show you how this works. So if we go to the 4-hour, right, I've actually labeled it all out. You can see that there's an A wave here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so obviously it started off choppy, but you had your 1, your 2 was expanded, and then 4 was short and sharp. Beautiful. That's wave A. And then within wave B, you had a sharp zigzag. You can see the knot in the middle. A, B, C, D, E. Can you see that? Right? To anybody who does maybe like AriasWave, they might think, oh, that's just a 5-wave move, but it's not. It's not a 5-wave move. Okay, and the most critical reason for that is this move that happened right here. That's a 5-wave move. Okay, there is absolutely no correction that can occur. Sorry, my monitor's just flickered. There is no correction, especially not in AriasWave, that occurs that is just a 5-wave move down. 5 waves are not corrections. So this count is valid. Okay, so that means C wave ended here, up here, according to the count. And then this moved down in Feb 21st or 20th of Feb, whatever it was, 21st of Feb, down to, 1st of March, whatever. That was wave E. Right, so what does that mean? It means that we've only just completed the B wave, in brackets, of the B wave. This is an expanded correction. Okay, all the waves are there. Okay, and you're probably thinking, okay, what's the target? The target for Litecoin is $700 roughly. Okay, that's my opinion based on the waves. Okay, now this particular correction here, very interesting indeed, except I think it's the beginning of an impulsive move to the upside. Okay, so from what I can see, there's a 1, 3, 3, 5, 3, 5, and then another 1 with some correct. Look, this one, I'm not going to get into this part now. At this point, we've made a new high and it's just come back down. It's correcting. I'm not going to get into the small detail on the waves at this point in time. That is not what I'm here for at this point in time. I want to show you something else. Okay, I can make small degrees video later, but right now we have something really important to cover, and that's Bitcoin. Okay, so let's just go to the Bitcoin chart. Okay, let's fix this up. Okay, so I took the same approach and observed this as an A wave. The B wave ended here. Okay, the subdivisions here are, first you had your first move up, and then you had your 3, 3, 5, 3, 5. That's B, expanded B. Okay, everything's expanded in Bitcoin. It's the most popular. And then you had your C little wave, and then you had this. The D wave looks like a 5-wave move, right? It's absolutely insane. But the waves confirm this, right? I had a look deeper down into this. I'll just go quickly and have a look with you. So basically we had the A wave. Now the waves, the labels have moved a bit because of the change in the degree, right? I can see a zigzag here. That's A, right? Now the B wave is the critical component here. The B wave in here, right? First of all, let's just say that wave 3 does not look like this. Wave 3 is the weakest wave. If you're looking at this as a wave 3, it is the weakest wave in the move, right? You can see A in brackets, 3, 3, 5, 3, 5. I'll just mark that out. So you can see small degree 3, 3, 5, right? 3, 5. And then you have your C wave. So that's A, B, C, and that's B, right? What came next was C, 5-wave moves, D, 3-wave moves, E, 5-wave move. Okay, that to me is confirmation that this is why it's been so confusing to understand this pattern. For me, it's been, confusing, but I wanted to approach it from an angle where all the other markets told me what to look for, right? I can't just use waves when they're this crazy. It's very hard to use waves to figure this one out. We're in a complete mania and everything's just stretched in all directions. But Tron, oops, sorry, just go back. See, I just said Tron and the market went to Tron. Sorry, one sec, I'll just go back. One sec, there we go. All right, sorry, I'll just fix that up. Okay, so, yeah. So Tron gave us the clue that there's more upside, okay? XRP gave me the clue that we're going to have another move down, a big one. Well, actually all markets, all the cryptos are giving me this clue, but I saw it in two different ways. Some markets follow Bitcoin, some markets follow the main markets, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, etc. And then Litecoin basically told me where in the correction, where was the expanded part of the correction, right? So in this case, we're looking at Bitcoin. It was the B wave of the D wave of the B wave. Okay, that's a bit of a hard one to wrap your mind around. I'll go back to the 4-hour and just go through that. Okay, so sorry, let's go to the daily quickly. Got to make a good point of this. Okay, so we're in a B wave. There is no doubt in my mind this is a B wave. Okay, it's expanded. Yes, it's expanded because there's a lot of popularity in Bitcoin right now. What can I say? It's a giant mania bubble, and that's fine, no problem there. The only thing is we need to understand when it's going to crash so we can do the right things to, prepare ourselves. Okay, so this is A. This is the reference point as to A. A is the impulsive A wave, and then you need B, and then you get C. That's why I've got the new target up here around 200,000. That's right, 200,000. Okay. But the thing is, I need the clues in order to make that prediction. I can't just go ahead and say, oh, it's going to 500,000 just because Michael Saylor says so. No, I don't do that. Sorry. And basically, the point is that we have found that D wave is expanded in the B wave, and then within the D wave, the B wave is expanded. Okay, that's it. That's basically it. That's the craziness of this whole thing. Okay, so now we go into the hourly, and it makes perfect sense what is going on at the small degree. Okay, this one I had a quick look. I had a bit more of a look than I did Litecoin, because Litecoin, yeah, haven't been following it too closely up until now, right? But I will get to that later. This part here gave it away. This part here gave it away. What can you see there? I can see two zigzags and a C wave, A, B, C, right? So obviously there's going to be a D and an E, and then we're going to go straight up, like literally just rocket to the moon, right? And this is going to be the last wave of the entire thing. Interestingly enough, this is in line with what's going on in the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq, etc., 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 even the euro. Okay. So if you haven't seen a lot of the videos up until now, I suggest you take a look, because everything is building on the previous idea. I did this on purpose. I set out to find the truth, find the answer, and we're getting somewhere finally. Okay. So let's just label this up quickly whilst we're here. So we have wave 1, wave 2's coming. Okay, it's probably going to be around there somewhere. I don't know. We can't tell you just yet. So that's wave 1. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Okay, so that looks fine by me. No problem there. And then you have basically A, B, C. Okay, I'm not going to get fancy with the colors at the moment because we're just we're strapped for time. So we're going to see essentially a D and an E. Okay, and then that's wave 2, and then that's when we're going to go higher. Okay, it's going to be absolutely crazy, but just when you thought it couldn't get more crazier, this thing is going to times 3 from here. I think that's right. Yeah. Well, times. I mean, that's a lot, right? That's insane. So crazy times, definitely. But that's what the waves are telling me. We've come this far. Thank you for being patient. It's been a long journey, but I think we've basically cracked the nut on this one. And yeah, this has been one hell of a B wave. Indeed, I still believe firmly it's a B wave. Let's not get too crazy, people, if you think it's anything else. But $200,000 around 193 or 2, whatever it is, right? Psychological levels. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. That's all I can say. I can't say anything else other than that. Okay. So that one, that's it. I don't think there's anything else more for me to say on this particular crypto. I've said it all, and now I've come to this conclusion based on the series, during the series. So now I suppose it's a matter of continuing to track other cryptos. If you have a suggestion, as long as the chart data goes back at least until 2000 and back to 2017, I can at least gauge what's going on. But because I've built such a good picture of what a lot of the coins are doing, then it's actually been a lot easier for me to piece together the clues. So I can sort of see now what each altcoin is doing, and I mean we're all heading towards the same end, in my opinion. But yeah, it's just a crazy time. I think it's going to be like a confluence of events or a confluence of market action that's going to cause this big crash. Apart from the fact that it's obviously a massive bubble, nobody could have really predicted that kind of thing. But yeah, some people are going to get pretty rich, but at the same time, this actually makes me think that this thing is moving up fast enough and high enough now that we could see the CDE pattern that I always talk about happen. Okay. And that's basically when you get your A, your B, you get your C, and then you get your D and your E all in one. I don't know where that's going to fall down towards, but potentially, not too sure, potentially we could see it all in one. Not sure. Absolutely not sure. I'm not even sure how far it'll fall. That we can't do that. I have obviously mentioned before the wave 4 thing, right? The wave 4 thing where the previous wave 4 and around that area is of importance, especially the low point. But to be honest with you, that's at this point in time, I don't want to talk about that because nobody likes to hear that kind of thing. They just think you're trolling and whatever. But I'm just thinking about potential future price action here. Not sure. Let's just go with the flow at the moment. But yeah, $200,000 on Bitcoin. Wouldn't be surprised if it happens. Hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.